Hello. It's been a while since I've videoed on my journey. If you have been following me, you will know that my name is Macklin and I am journaling my life after divorce. So I am recording step by step the renovation of my house that I was awarded through the divorce. I'm actually living here and I am renovating it at the same time. So I started out in October and now it's March. Today is, I think, March 10th of 2024. And the journey continues. So, but we're making progress. Let me flip the video so I can show you what I've done. So I've put up drywall partially in the kitchen. The kitchen is going to be the last place that I do, but I started to put up the drywall because the floor, as you can see, is there were water damage on the floor. So when you walk, it's kind of bouncy. You can hear that when I move, everything is shaking. So it's a little scary, but I've gotten a couple of professionals in here, and they've said that yesterday the guy came and said that it's okay. It's not that bad. I've also done the drywall on this side of the living room. So I'm drywalling, and I've got drywall in the bathroom. The bathroom is almost done. The curtain looks hideous because I didn't want to put a hole in the actual drywall to put the curtain back up on the window. But eventually I know I will have to. But the drywalling, I'm drywalling the bathroom, so it's partially done. The the shower is close to being done. It was the most tedious and the hardest work, but it's almost done. So I built the shower from scratch. If you're following my video, you'll see where I started. Where you see that little greasy thing, when I put the drywall up, sometimes I put it up on my head. And if I'm not wearing a hair cap, my greasy hair gets on it. But right next to that, I cut out the light because we have can lighting in the shower. So I cut it out. I just haven't been able to cut it out completely. And that other little square there, that's where the shower head is going to go. I've got a rain shower. The plumbing stuff is in. So now all I have left is the floor. Of course, I've got to tile the floor and that little section, put in the shower door, and that would be done. My next project would be on the floor. I've also put down this piece of plywood on the floor. I got to finish it off. The tub is going to go over here. This is where the sink is. I haven't connected the sink yet because I wanted to finish the floor and everything. I put a piece of hardy backer board, waterproof hardy backer board behind the sink there, in case water splashing or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna also I've got this waterproofing membrane. This is it right here that I put on the cement for the shower, the green. And I'm going to, this is it right here from Lowe's. Where is it? This is what I'm using. And that's what I'm going to put on the plywood, all on the flooring here. And I'm also going to put it up there because, as you can see, long story, but I cut the drywall for the ceiling over the shower. The blue one is the water resistant drywall. It's not waterproof, but it's water resistant. So I cut that, and I cut it to put it, this whole area here. I was going to make it water resistant. But I struggled with putting it up. So then what I did was I cut it in smaller pieces, and I ended up putting the other piece on the outside here. So it's on the outside. So then I said, okay, well, I already have this other piece of drywall, regular drywall. So I just went ahead and put it up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to waterproof it, you know, because there's steam when you're taking a shower. I take hot showers. So it's always going to be steam. So I want to make sure that the drywall is protected in every area, you know. So, and I've got that little black thing on the corner. That's the mesh, the waterproofing mesh for the corners. I've got them. This is what it is right here. I've got this white stuff you see is the adhesive from the tiles that I've been doing, and the adhesive dropping on the floor there, so it's messy, but it's construction. I swept last night, but as you work, you make more dirt. So as you can see, the project is coming along. It's coming along. I'm excited to see the finished project. It's around, you know, you have to be a visionary. You have to be able to see, you know, the process. And so I was talking about the floor shaking. So the reason why the floor is shaking is because, I'm going to flip it again. I bought the drywall, and I'm running out of space to put things because a lot of my stuff is already up here. A lot of those boxes and crates are pretty heavy. The boxes have books in them, and the crates have other things, and they're heavy for me to take downstairs. I haven't gotten anybody, and I didn't want to take certain things downstairs in case we have any water situation. Downstairs is pretty dry, but I just didn't want to take any chances, so I kept it up here. And so it's weighing on the floor. And I asked a professional guy yesterday. He kind of confirmed it. He said, yeah. And this plywood for the floor is also up here. This thing is pretty heavy. And then it was 10. Actually, I've used most of the one that's over there to put on the wall, and then there's about 10 more over here. So it's putting a lot of weight, a lot of pressure on the floor. So, and I just, I figure once, it's a mess. I need to organize this stuff a little bit better, but it's just hard when you organize things to get back and forth to things. I had this stuff really, really organized, and then I started looking for stuff, and you know, it gets to be a mess. And I'm someone who, when I decide to organize things, I'm very particular, so it takes me hours and hours. So I said, I'll just leave it like this for now, and I'll just focus on doing the work. And once the work is done, then I will take all my time and reorganize everything. So that's where I am right now. I think I've shown you all the areas where my little cooking stuff is. I wanted to videotape because this is how I do my dishes. I've got the black pail is for the washing, and this is for the rinsing. And then I've got my rack here, which I hadn't been using it, so I've got it's got dust on it because when I was cutting the drywall, it's got a little. So I'm gonna put the dishes in the rack, you know, once they're washed. I have my little system going here. Oh Lord, everything seems to fall behind this. Let me flip. Everything falls behind. All right, so I had to pause the video so I can fix this thing because it fell. So let me flip. All right, so the dry dishes will go in there, and then there's a little red pail here that got a lot of stuff on. I just went to the grocery store, and but I had to move things around when I started to put the drywall up. So that little red pail, that's my dirty dishes, and that's the little red pail that I put the clean dishes in to keep it covered. These little things is these little bins. That's where I keep things that I need, like my sea moss, coffee, and stuff like that. I keep them in here. Let's see. I gotta organize this. This has all the tops. That little box here have all the tops for the what you call it? For the can lighting and all that stuff. When the guy did the work, he kind of just put all that stuff there. Believe it or not, I swept the other day, and when I was putting up the drywall, there was some older drywall there, which I haven't gotten a chance to sweep. I'm going to try to clean up a little bit today. As you can see, I was breaking out the corner, so I need to sweep again. And sometimes when I sweep, it gets very dusty in here too. But anyway, it's coming together. That white stuff is to blow in, but I use my hand to put it in. Put gloves on. I just use my hand to put in the blow-in installation. And I've also got the foam insulation that I've been using. So the next video, I'm hoping when I video again, all this will be covered. I got a guy that came to help me. I've had so many people now coming to help me. They come to help. And I don't know what happens. The work is too hard for them or whatever. It's like people don't want to work these days. But anyway, to help me put the drywall on the ceiling. Because it's a little difficult to put the drywall on the ceiling. I kind of struggle. As you can see, I put the drywall in there. The drywall in. Let's go back into the bathroom. I've been putting the drywall up in the bathroom. And this piece of 2x4 wood is what I use to kind of hold it in place as I climb up there. But it's kind of difficult for one person to do, so that's why I have to cut them in little pieces. The guy came and he and I put this one up, and this every time I get somebody else to come in here and put stuff, I gotta redo it. This one here, he and I put in. We put this one in together. This piece right here. We put it in together, okay? And then we put this piece in together. So, but if you can see it, you'll see that, you see here on this side where there's a piece of, you can see a piece of the joist. You're supposed to have piece of the joist out, so that you can nail the drywall to the joist. But there's no space because when he was on this side, and I told him to push it. When I measured it to push it further over the door so that it would go all the way and leave a little space. But he said, "Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good," and whatever. But also for me, I messed up too because I cut it when I really didn't need to cut a little piece for the how you call it the lighting. So that kind of got, I don't know, my measurement was off somehow. But also, it's crooked. It's very, very crooked. And look at this mess. Now I gotta go back in here, take this piece of drywall on this side gave me the most problem because for some reason, like I said, I tried to do it with that one, with the blue boards, and I struggled with it. So when the guy came to help me, I thought he and I could do it together and get it right, but we didn't. So, but I put this piece on. It's a little better. I ripped the thing when I was cutting the hole, cut a piece of the paper, but all those things can be repaired. The good thing about drywall is that you can fix all of the bad things that you do to it. It's repairable. So here it is. And this is my work. I'm proud of this one by the toilet here. This one is my best work, my best drywall work by far. Let me move this so you can see it. Because it's 2 pieces of drywall. And because I was by myself, I cut the pieces in half. It's 8 foot. Each of them are. I cut it in half. And you can see the butt joists. The butt joints are perfectly aligned. And that's why I'm so pleased with it, because that's how you're supposed to do it when you're doing, drywall is supposed to be butt to butt. It's not supposed to be the raw edge like this. Like the way this one here is. I did this one, so now you can see it's like off center. So when I put the drywall mud on there, I have to put enough mud, or I have to put something there to kind of balance it out. I kind of had the same problem with the wall here, but I was able to fix it. So you can see, you can't really even tell that the walls wasn't even, really. I mean, in some places you may be able to, but for the most part, you can't really tell that the wall wasn't even. So I'm pretty proud of that. But anyway, so I just wanted to show a little update. I know it's a little messy yet, but I'm hoping that by the next time video that it will be a little bit better. You know, things will be a little bit more organized. Turn this light off. And I haven't been videotaping much because I've just been doing a lot, just been focusing on doing the work or whatever. So, but the work is getting done. It's already March. I'm hoping to get the inside of the house done by the end of the summertime, and then I'll do the outside. I gotta go outside and clean the wall. But I think next week I'm going to work on my landscaping in the front, because I want to plant some flowers and plant some stuff, you know, because I'm all about nature. So I'm going to try to see if I can do that and then come back and finish up in here. So just to show you what I've done so far with the place that's coming together. You know, like I said, this has been very therapeutic for me. When I'm doing my work, I listen to a lot of positive motivational videos, and I do meditation. I read. Well, I haven't been reading much, but today actually I took a little time out to read, because I love to read, and that's just my little relaxing time and get myself together. So just wanted to encourage you out there. If you have gone through anything, I know I say this all the time, but it's very important. If you're going through whatever, know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. It is not just a cliche. It's actually factual. But you have to learn. You know, I've had to learn. I've had to ask experts. I had to go to YouTube. I've had to get all the information. But the information is out there. If you need it, it's out there. You got to just put in the work, put in the time. Not everybody's going to do what I'm doing, you know. So if you're going through a situation, just find what your passion is. Something that you do and you love doing. Put your energy into it, and, you know, it'll help you focus and, you know, get on the right track. So until the next video, as always, be blessed and turn your lemon into lemonade. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Peace.